There's a lot of things I didn't share. One of the things was when we were living at Block 748. I think it's my first year in Polytechnic. At one point, we were living in the dark because my father wasn't really there. He was like sometimes he's at home, sometimes he's elsewhere. He was really like I want to say groggy. I want to use the word drowsy. So anyhow, most of the time it's just the stepmother and my siblings. So it was always chaos. There was always fights because the stepmother and my first sister Nuzida, those two are narcissistic, and they would every single day or night. There's no peace unless they are asleep. Okay, so the stepmother decided that she didn't want to pay the bills anymore. So we were living in the dark. Prior to that, because they owe so much money that we used to have we have to pay $10 every day to use the electric bill. So she was a typical useless, toxic mother that expect the children to provide while she just shook her leg at home. So where are we supposed to get the money? At that point, we weren't really working. I used my part-time job money during my O-levels break to pay for it. And I should have continued working, and I should have continued to work at maybe a cafe, a barista or whatever, but I didn't because we were so, I want to say, very, very naive, very, we can say like orang kampung but in the city. Like we were like the village people, but we were living in the city, because we were mentally quite isolated, and we were surrounded by toxic people who always on spoiled brats who never really had to work, and we kind of follow along. So we used to total darkness. That's why sometimes when I go to washroom, I don't turn on the lights because we used to it. At most, we just turn on one. We used to light a candle. It's so ridiculous because it's all just she decided to do that. She doesn't have any money, but for some reason, she always has money for herself. Always has money. Oh, I want to go holiday here. I want to go holiday there. I pay. I was like, huh? Where do you get the money for that? So she has been lying and manipulating for so long, to a point where we end up having to apply for rental flats. And my sister, the Nuzida, she was bragging about her Louis Vuitton purse. You live in a rental flat, but you buy Louis Vuitton purse? So they were basically scamming and manipulating the way in order to get the rental flat. And just by not including the name of the first sister, that's the reason why I was bullied and abused a lot, so that I cannot get a higher paying job just to afford the rental